If you're new to our channel, this is Cupcake. So we call our truck camper Cupcake, really named after Noelle's dad. So I called him Cupcake and he called me Sweetheart. So when he passed away, he left us a little bit of money. So we used some of that money towards buying our truck camper. So it only seemed right to name it after him. We thought he would have liked this too. Like, Cupcake has hair. He was pretty much bald. So he would enjoy the hair. Maybe not the pink hair. But our Cupcake sticker, it's been on here almost 4 years now. This last winter, it took a beating. So Cupcake just sat in a storage lot in some really cold, nasty weather, and we came back and it was all peeling. So we originally purchased 2 of these stickers, so we're going to peel this one off and then put up the replacement.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's just dirt behind it?
No, that's a sticker.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Nice, you feel a little sad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you're going to get a new one, and the hair will look even better. You want to peel some of this?
No. Jack helped us put it up.
Oh yeah. This sticker has seen some miles.
About 50,000 of them.
Yeah. All right. Gonna hose the whole thing down with Goo Gone, no sponsorship, and then let it sit for a few minutes, and then hopefully this will just come off really easy. We'll find out together. No, I didn't think that one through, did I?
Hmm? Well, shit. Hang on, I'll get some paper towels.
Our lettering.
I said, do you have paper towels? Oh, I'm going to let it soak.
I didn't know it was going to be so runny.
Well, what did you think it was going to be?
I don't know. Maybe a heavy goo?
A heavy goo. Hmm.
The goo's not just magically disappearing.
What did you think was going to happen, dear?
I don't know. FM.
What?
FM.
What does that mean?
In magic.
Good Lord. Oh
yes,
yeah, it's coming
it is.
off. More energy, more energy.
Yeah,
More power, more
power.
power.
Is that it is? Now, I was reading something before. It was about, I think it was like was it first death, second death? It might have been final death. And final death was the last time someone speaks your name.
Yeah, final death.
Yeah. I think if we talk about Cupcake, Clyde, Noelle's dad, in terms of his final death, the last time his name was spoken, we've got a long ways to go. We talk about him still a couple times a week. He comes up.
Yeah, but we call him Dad. We don't really call him, well...
You call him Dad, I call him Clyde.
Yeah. Or Buddy.
Buddy. All right, I guess that was the first
pass.
First pass. This stuff's something else. We've been in Alaska now, I want to say, well, we got here beginning of July, so July, August, we're almost through September, so 3 months. And we have not gotten the truck washed once while we've been up here. There's just no point.
Yeah, this is the kind of places we stay.
Yeah.
It's just all gravel. And the roads are terrible.
Yeah, so maybe when we get back to the lower 48, Cupcake will get a wash, but not anytime soon.
You're doing great.
Am I? Oh, you're just saying that, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 'Cause you're
Yeah,
the
that
one.
was your big idea.
It was necessary.
Yeah. I don't know if it's necessary when it's 40 out.
Well, if we don't do it now, we're not going to do it all winter.
Whoa. Maybe true.
Tell you up here the seasons. This is kind of weird. Like end of September, and for me, this is like weather that I would expect like in the Northeast, like mid to late November. It's just things are so accelerated here. Like for us, like we've been freezing. It's cold. The locals are like, oh, this is like one of the longest fall seasons they've had in years. Like they're like, we've had a foot of snow by mid-September before. This ain't for me. No.
Too cold.
Way too cold. Yeah, I'm looking for...
And look at, that's as high as the sun goes, ever. It doesn't go higher. It goes around, but it doesn't go higher.
I was taking a quick look at all of our solar panels up here and our windows and vent holes. I haven't been up here in almost a year, which is crazy because it seems like I spent all of last summer up here, but it's been a year. So I wanted to check and make sure I didn't have any soft spots, and we don't. The seam along the front, so where we swing up from where it says Arctic Fox, the gray area, along the top there's a strip. Last year I had a couple spots in there that were a little soft. When I squeezed on them, a little water came out. So last year I'd squeezed it all out, and then I went and did a reseal on it last year. Just walking my way through it right now, everything's fine. I found one tiny little spot that had like a bubble. So I whipped out my knife, poked a hole, a little bit of air came out, tiny bit of air, but no water. So I just pushed it back down and resealed it. So I'm pretty happy with how things look. I was nervous because we left this in Colorado for 6 months through their winter. So yeah, we have hard winters, and I was a little apprehensive, but it looks good up here, so I don't need to come back up again this winter. I was on the roof. What I was looking for was to see how well the seals held up really from last year. So I was on the roof last summer doing all the solar work, and kind of the last thing I did with the solar was to go through and like verify seals on everything. I put down new sealant around the vent caps, around anywhere I had holes from the solar stuff. I put more sealant down, but right across the top of the truck, I guess the truck camper in the front, where it goes from like the arch to the roof, there's a seam. And last year when I was up there, I had noticed there was a couple spots in the seam that were a little soft, and when I pushed on them, like a little bit of water oozed out. So last year I pushed all the water out, I let it dry, and then I resealed it. So I was just checking up there now, like, okay, do we have water up there? I was a little apprehensive. The camper sat in Colorado for 6 months through their winter. I mean, it's a hard winter. So that's like this, like the whole thing peeling off. It looked good last fall when we left. When you came back and it's all peeled, that's from the winter this sat through. So I was a little apprehensive about the roof, but it looks fine. So I'm quite happy to say I don't need to go back on the roof until next spring. After about a half hour of scrubbing with the Goo Gone, saying, okay, this is it. This is where we're gonna call it good and put a new sticker on here. No one will ever know. Except you. Don't tell anybody. I'll never know. Clean wipe.
Sticker. Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah.
New cupcake. And here's a scrubber. And that's vinyl.
And what?
Oh, it's the name of who we got it from.
Oh, the company?
Yeah, Etsy company. We don't know them, but they've done good for us, so there you go. Here, dear.
Oh, it's not perfect.
It doesn't have to be.
Good, it's not going to be.
It looks great. Oh. Oh no. Oh, what happened? Oh, honey. Our cupcake has pimples. That's okay, we'll just use a needle. You want me to get a needle?
No. It seemed too easy.
Well. Okay, now it's a little more. There, a little more. There you go.
There.
That looks good. You're probably never going to get a job as an automobile wrapper, but it looks good.
I'll add that to the other 50 jobs I'll never get.
I'm never going to be a rocket scientist, so.
All right, new cupcake sticker. We're good for another 4 years.
I don't know why I feel like emotional about a cupcake sticker. My dad always wanted to go to Alaska. And it wasn't for a lack of money. I think it was a lack of time or a lack of, I don't know what. He always wanted to come up here. So there have been so many times over the last few months where we're like, 3 days, whenever before we came to this spot, we stopped at the Alaska pipeline. It's cool. Like for 420 miles, the pipeline is above ground, and it's pretty cool. But as we were driving by it, I snapped a picture to send to my dad. It just happens, like a split second, and then you're like, oh yeah. Guess I'm not sending a picture to my dad. So, anyway. It's a fun adventure we've been having. I think Dad is probably looking down smiling, maybe wondering what the hell we're still doing up here when it's so cold. Telling us to get south. So soon that's what we're gonna do, get south.
All right, so we got a new cupcake sticker on our screwdriver scale, I think 1 to 5.
I don't think it goes on the scale.
You know, I didn't line it up perfectly, so I'm gonna give it a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Tonight, we're gonna spend the night in a Costco parking lot, and you're coming with us. Let's go.